Hi guys, Sam here from Strings Direct, and welcome to another of our guitar restring tutorial videos. Today we have a standard dreadnought size acoustic guitar. Everything here will apply to most people's acoustic guitars you've got at home, from the way we anchor the strings to the way we tie it. Now there are a few very important things to go through. That is anchoring the string in the bridge, the amount of slack we leave on the string, and how we tie the string at the machine head or headstock end. So let's get straight in. What's important when you are putting the string into the bridge is that the ball doesn't get caught underneath the pin. If it gets caught underneath the pin, it's going to pull the pin out. Likewise, if the ball end is not pulled right up into the bridge, you will end up with slipping, or it will take you ages to tune because you'll keep pulling out just a little bit until it gets there. It's also worth remembering that the bridge pins don't need to be super tight when you put them in. So if you put the bridge pin in when there's no string there, it doesning matter if it moves around a little bit, because when the string goes in, that's when you're creating that pressure that holds it all together. So this will make more sense as I demonstrate. So let's do this. Let's start with number one. Okay. So what I like to do here is I like to, Lee, if you want to come over the camera, make sure you can get all this. What I like to do is just angle the ball end this way, so it will just ride up the post of the pin. So drop the string in. Okay, now if I put the pin in, what I like to do is I just twist it around a little bit until you feel the ball end pop up, and then it's as simple as that. That's in now. The ball is right up in the bridge, can't go anywhere, won't pull the pin out. It's anchored successfully. So let's get through the others, do the others really quickly. So same again, drop that in. These balls are quite hot, quite tight in there anyway. Just go around and then just feel that pop. There we go, it's up, done. And we've got 4 more to do, here we go. Once again, push that through, just around, and you'll just feel it go up. There we go. Right, okay, that one's here. Just go. Okay, and there we go. Okay, right, so we're all in there. Now there is one last thing you can check. If your hands are small enough, you can actually put your hand underneath, you can feel the pins, and you can feel that all the ball ends are pushed up nicely in there. Okay, so we're all sorted there. Now let's get to how we tie the strings on at the headstock end. Now, typically on a guitar that has 3 machine heads on either side, I like to start with the outer strings first and work my way in. That means that I just don't get on top of myself if I'm doing the whole guitar at once. I've chucked on the outer pair already, so you don't have to watch me restring all 6, because that may be boring for some of you. What I'm going to do, I'm going to move on to the A string here. So if we come up here, let's hope you can see this through this camera. Right, first thing to do, I like to make sure the hole in the machine is lined roughly up, looking along the neck, so that means I can put the string in straight like this. Now, what I do is I just sort of pull the string about tight there. Now to get the exact amount of slack I need, I like to use like a 3-finger measurement. So if you imagine that I was holding 3 fingers under here, now the easiest way for me to do that is actually if I just put my hands under the string here, push down my thumb roughly in the middle, and that gives me about the correct amount there. What I do is hold this end, and once I've got that correct amount of slack, what I do is I bend the string into the center of the headstock like this. So I bend away. Okay, now already that's found its place. Now what we do is we just loop underneath like so. And then once that's under, we pull up and loop over. And now what we've done is we've created this little loop lock type thing in the string, and that's not going to go anywhere. So next thing, just tighten this up. Going to wind it round, and the very important thing here is to make sure the string winds down the post. So the windings wind up underneath each other. And what this does is make sure we get correct break angle over the nut, which means the nut can do its job effectively. So let's just tune that up. Okay. Okay, we're about a pitch now. What I'm going to do is just pull on the string just to make sure I've got any excess out. Okay. There we go. And then we are in tune. All we need to do now, let's cut off that little bit of excess, making sure that you don't cut the string or the playing part of the string itself. And there we go. As simple as that. Now, the same applies to all the strings, and then so the strings on the other side of the headstock as well, you bend the string inwards. It's just exact opposite. I'm going to go ahead and restring the rest of this now, because we've got a guitar with 3 strings on it here, which is not helpful for anyone. Yeah, happy restringing. Hope that helps.